Good morning. So, I'm always fussing. I'll give it a few minutes to see if anyone joins in. And just because I feel like that's probably what I should do, although I don't know that many people are going to be interested in this topic, but this is what we do, right? So, I wanted to, oh, my mic is still on. So I wanted to just come on for a few minutes and talk about the conferences that I participated in last week. So I was in two conferences, and if people come on, great. If not, I still need to have this video file. Okay, so I wanted to come on for a minute and just talk a little bit about two conferences I was involved in last week. And the first was a medical conference, and why I feel this is necessary, kind of like why I'm doing this video, really is because I wondered where we were as an African American community. I can't speak to any other community per se, but I can speak to ours. I work in the community, so for those of you who may see this later on, my name is Lillian Harrison, and I am a business owner in the community. So I'm an entrepreneur here. I also have a community center, so we're doing our part, right? I am a trainer and coach as well, and community activist. I'm a real estate agent, and just a host of other things that probably are not you probably really don't care about. So, but I wanted to come on and do this video, and I may do transfer this and have it become part of a podcast that I have. But the state of medical right now. So I attended two conferences last week. One was the Healthcare Forum, that was at Bay, at the casino in Dover, right? Bally's. And then I had with the privilege of being part of the panel on Sussex County's Today and Tomorrow conference. And my the whole thing is, I put on here like, what say you, right? Because I kind of wonder like where everybody was, everybody from my community. So let me back up a little bit. So I sit on several boards, not the least of which is CDAC's board, Sussex County Economic Development Board. And we invite you to come and participate in in our board meetings. It's all about what's going on kind of in the county from a business perspective. But we are tackling some of the hard issues. Both of these conferences I was in this week had something to do, CDAC had a presence, right? And so, what I'm asking for you as a community is really, really, really um, just to kind of get involved. So, let me start with the Healthcare Forum. So, the primary focus of the Healthcare Forum, and actually, even prior to that, I was in a conversation, and we have been about the state of medical access to medical care in Delaware, right? So part of that access, the problem is we don't have specialists. So on last week, the third person that I know of lost their lives, partially due to the fact that we don't have specialists here in Sussex County. If you have a trauma in Sussex County, you will probably have to, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, you will have to be flown to AI, right? Or driven by van or ambulance to Wilmington. I meant to Dover or Wilmington. The sad state of that is I lost 3 people this year, which it probably could have been preventable. And so the problem in Sussex County specifically is we don't have primary care doctors for reasons of housing and pay. And so, because we don't have primary care doctors, we can't afford to attract the specialists needed to save lives. And so, during those trauma informed times when every minute counts, every second counts, we're losing lives, we're losing our loved ones. The second conference I attended was the Sussex County Today Tomorrow conference regarding housing and the state of affordable housing. And the sad part is that there really is no such thing right now as affordable housing. I can say that as a realtor, I can say that as an activist. There really just isn't such thing as affordable housing right now because the wages are not matching the housing. So the wages have not kept pace with the growth and with the price of housing. So because wages have not kept pace with the growing market, I mean, people who have lived here for years can't afford to buy here. And so we're getting a lot of substandard housing. We're getting a lot of landlords who are basically slumlords because the people who live here and work here can't afford to buy here. And we can say get another job, but then you go right back into, again, medical crisis where we are stressed and overworked trying to keep pace. And so this is not the video for people to jump on who, you know, you go to work every day and as long as you do that, you're fine. This is about a deeper issue. This is about being on the other side of the table, which is what I say all the time. This is about being on the other side of the table where we actually know what's coming in our communities, where we can actually pay attention to what's happening around us so that we can have a voice or get a voice and make a difference. There are very few of us being African Americans, that are involved in the county in any way, shape, or form beyond our own personal businesses. And I get it and I understand that it takes all you can do to live from day to day. I understand. But your voices are needed. People don't know what's going on in your backyard. They don't know what's happening in your community. And unless you begin to tell the story, they won't know. And so again, this is not my average jump on and rah rah hoo hoo video, and this is not my spiritual video. This is me asking you, as an African American community, as people who are interested in our healthcare systems or lack of access to our healthcare system or affordable housing, if that's your thing. The governor has created some programs to increase affordable housing, but if you don't engage and get the knowledge, then you won't even be a developer. These things can help us as well, because if you now become a developer of affordable housing, it helps your bottom line too. It helps bring wealth into your family. And there are resources out there that can help you. So a lot of people like me to talk about the grants, and a lot of people like me to talk about the business development, and I can do all that. But I also want us to get engaged, because what good is the business development if we are not using that business to hire and help somebody else create sustainable income? Right. So this is not the stuff that we're doing. So it's all about, okay, let me just, and I'm nothing wrong with that. Build your legacy. Build your legacy. Absolutely. But this can be so much bigger. It's so much bigger for our communities, because our communities are being gentrified. Our communities are the ones that are suffering. Our people are the ones that are dying because we don't have the health care or the safe and stable housing. So it's our communities. And so I know that, again, this is not going to be a popular video, probably not one. And I probably will have much more specific things to say. But this is a video simply asking you to get involved. Reach out to me, figure out what groups you can get involved in with regards to medical or housing. If any of those things speak to you, speak to something that's happened in your family, because right now, literally, we need your voice. We need your stories. We need you to be able, and you can share your story. You can create a video and share your story that can, and give permission for it to be seen or to be heard, because we need your stories. There's no way to make an impact without understanding what the people in the communities really need. And so I'm asking you to take a stance somewhere, whether, again, medical, the need for access to better medical, especially specialists, or the access to safe and stable housing, affordable housing. If you have land, things like that, we have a property management company. Don't allow people to chump you out of your land. Don't allow people to snatch it, take it, anything. We are considering putting together a trust so that in our communities, we're not losing out on this precious commodity because they're not making any more land, but it's certainly being devoured by everybody that doesn't look like us, and then developed for people who are not us. And so please understand that you can do something, anything, to make a difference in your community. That's all I had to say today. I know it was a quick little video. In the weeks to come, the days and weeks to come, I will be probably sharing more and being more specific and probably providing some additional resources. But the clarion call is the same. Get involved. It's time for us to do something more than sit on the sidelines. Have a good day.